The 1920s, better known as the Roaring Twenties, was a prosperous time for us. Our population grew from 14.1 million people to 16.6 million in the span of 10 years. This was the time that America started to become the America that we know today. Movies started growing more popular, the stock market became a popular thing to invest in, and jazz music was made famous. People were earning hundreds of thousands of dollars in the stock markets. There are just two subjects that we need to focus on right now, and those are mass media and prohibition. Americans had extra money to spend now and started spending it on luxuries at home such as electronic refrigerators, radios, and running hot and cold water. The extra money that we found ourselves with were also invested in the stock market. The stock market was almost like gambling. You invest in your favorite companies and hope for huge profits. Like gambling, it was also all about luck. We also saw growth in automobiles because it was now affordable by the middle class workers. Henry Ford's Model T cost about $260 in 1924. This is where cars became a must-need luxury in our society now. By the end of this decade, 3/4 of the American population had a trip to the movie theater every week, and 12 million households own a radio. This is where they got to hear the news, music, and entertain themselves. During this era, we saw crime rates skyrocket from Prohibition. Prohibition made alcohol manufacturing and selling illegal. They created bootleg alcohol and sold it to millions underground and anywhere in the shadows of the law. This is where moonshine was born. Prohibition law was ignored by many and got to the point where our officers and the people who actually passed the law stopped enforcing it. Criminals became even more wealthier than government. Criminals became more famous than movie stars like Al Capone. He was one of the most well-known people of this time for all the wrong reasons. He made so much money that he had 1,000 henchmen and half of the Chicago Metro on his payroll. The 1920s was amazing for us overall. It basically made America. It was the start of our dominance. It introduced things that we still use on a daily basis now and taught us the mistakes to avoid. If America didn't experience this era, then we would have never been one of the leading powers in the world today. This is why the Roaring Twenties was such an important aspect of America's success.